What's up, everybody? My name is April, and I am doing this vlog because I have multiple sclerosis. There's a lot of people in my life that are very uncomfortable with the fact that I have multiple sclerosis. So I decided to make a blog to talk about it. Multiple sclerosis ain't nothing nice at all. I mean, I look good today, but you should see me on the days where I just look like zombified or whatever. But anyways, so I was diagnosed in 2005 when I was 24 years old. What happened was, in 2004, the entire year of 2004, I was having a lot of trouble. I was tired all the time. I was in pain all the time. I was very depressed, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. And then towards November and December of 2005, I had a headache that just would not go away. So I kept going to my doctor and going to my doctor and going to my doctor, and they couldn't figure out anything. And then I had this headache for about 2 months straight, I want to say. One day I woke up and the vision in my right eye was gone. I mean, I didn't realize that it was gone because when something like that happens, your body will compensate for it and just make other senses work a little bit harder. But I went to put my contact on and I poked my eye and I could not figure out why. I was like, what is going on? So I ended up going to my doctor that day. My doctor's like, oh my gosh, are you stressed? Do you have stress in your life? Blah, blah, blah. I was already on FMLA, family medical leave, because it was just too much. I couldn't work and have that headache and do everything all at the same time. And I'm telling him, doctor, I'm not stressed. Everything in my life was going good. I couldn't figure out what was going on. So he sent me to an eye doctor. They thought my retina had detached. So when I got to the eye doctor's like, no, everything's fine. But my optic nerve looked different, weird, whatever to him. So he's like, well, I gotta consult with your doctor. So he did, and then they sent me to a neurologist. I went to the neurologist a few times, and then January 25th, 2005, 2 days before my 24th birthday, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. My neurologist really did not have good bedside manner at all. He didn't explain anything to me. He just said, you have MS. Gave me a packet and sent me on my way. And I remember sitting there thinking, wow, what's going on? Me and my husband were 2 hours away from our town because in my town we don't have a neurologist here. We have to travel out of town or whatever. And I remember thinking, am I gonna die? Am I gonna die? Is this like the beginning of the end? What's going on? You know, am I gonna go blind? And so I read through the packet and I'm like, oh, this doesn't sound that bad. You know, this isn't gonna do anything bad to me. This is just tiredness. I can deal with this, blah, blah, blah. Wow. The MS has taken a lot away from me in my life in all these years. I'm now on disability. I can't work because I can't concentrate long enough to work. I'm always in pain. I can't remember stuff. You know, I was in college to get my degree to become a psychiatrist. That's all I wanted in my life, was to become a counselor for abuse victims. Did I get to do that? Nope, I didn't. I'm 32 years old on full disability, And this is my life. You know, I try not to get emotional over it. But it's hard. Because I see all these people out here that take their bodies for granted. They do drugs. They drink too much. And they could just, if I had that chance to be healthy, I wouldn't waste my precious time being healthy. I would do what I needed to do and I would get it done. But this is my life. I have MS. And I don't have the options that everybody else has. When I wake up in the morning, if I'm feeling good, I'm like, oh, yay, I'm feeling good. But you know what? MS is a mean bitch. MS will come at you when you're not looking and beat you down till you don't want to get back up again. And I know there's some people that say, oh, at least you don't have cancer. And I don't want cancer. And I got a lot of respect for people that have battled cancer and survived, and even the ones that haven't, because that's a horrible, terrible thing. But MS is horrible and terrible in its own way. Every night before you go to bed, I want you to stop and think, what if tomorrow I wake up and I can't use my legs? What if tomorrow I wake up and I can't see? What if tomorrow, when I wake up, or 5 seconds from now, and I'm having trouble breathing? Think about that for a minute, and that's what it's like to have MS.